Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I've got Sinful Colors Unicorn and Maniology MXM151. I'll also be using Lemon Zest, Apple Crisp, and Sour Apple from Maniology. I've already gotten started with Niltix Formula 2 as my base coat. And here's Sinful Colors Unicorn. Very light yellow, kind of a pastel. We're just going to hop on in with this. Now it's been a long time since I played with Sinful Colors polishes, so I broke this one out. This one was like all the rage back in the day. And it's a pretty good one. I mean, for the first coat, I think it turned out pretty good. We are going to do a second coat, though. Capping my free edge, and here we go for that second coat. Trying to learn how to use these skinny brushes again, because a lot of my favorite polishes have those nice paddle brushes, and this is one of those old skinny brushes. There we go, side to side. Smooth it all out. And there we go. Pretty good. Hi, Woody. How you doing? All right, we're going to top this with I&M out the door. Going to get it to dry down so we can do some stamping. Some for sure stamping. There we go. Going to cap that free edge again. All right. And here is my swatch photo of it on its own. And then we're going to use Maniology MXM151 from a Mani by Me box. Got to get the blue film off of it without messing my nails up. There we go. Going to clean it with some acetone in case there's any sticky residuals from that plastic on it. And then I like to wipe mine down with a little bit of alcohol and a lint-free wipe. Here we go with Maniology, and this one is Lemon Zest. I'll also be using Apple Crisp, and then I'm going to add the other one later. Sour Apple, that's the one I'm going to add later. So here we go. We're just going to apply the polish to the stamping plate, give it a smooth scrape, and roll it and pick it up on that stamper. Okay, I need me a piece of tape here, I guess. I'm going to get off anything that I don't want with a piece of tape. Alright. And I am doing the lemon images. I know it's kind of hard to see right now. But we're going to do the little lemons. Just sounded like a summer thing to do. Using that lemon zest to pick up the base color. The other one I'm going to fill in the full image one that I just done. But this one I'm going to stamp it straight onto the nail because it's a layered image. They've got the base color of the lemons, and then you do the outline in another color. So there we go. Got the base down. And I'm going for another base over here. There's some more lemons. You could do them lemons or limes. You could do whatever you want. I just decided to go with lemon. This time of year I want all things lemon. I want lemonade, lemon icebox pie, you know. There we go. Alright. And now for the outlining, I'm going to use that. I think that one was Apple Crisp. I'm going to outline it with that dark green. Well, I guess it's not really a dark green. Kind of a medium green. Try to line that up real good. And then, ta-da! Did pretty good on that one. Alright. And then for the other one. And there's a lot of other images on this plate that I want to use. So you might see this one again here before too long. It's just, to me, these were just real summer images, and that's where we're at. We're hitting that summer. I'm going to try to line this one up from my thumb. There we go. Ta-da! Alright, I'm going to do some like squishy stamping where you're doing all the different colors or marbled stamping. I don't know what everybody calls it. But you're just using different colors on the same image. Kind of swirl them together a little bit when you scrape them. And this doesn't really show up great on my little short nails, but if you had longer nails, it would look really good. But I am going to get some of that onto these little nails of mine. Using that tape again to remove any excess, like I needed to worry about it, but I do it because it's just habit. See, it just kind of outlines that nail a little bit with the colors that I've already used on the other nails. Doing a little patching over there on the side, tapping down any flyaways. Ta-da! Alright. I think I'm okay with that one. I'm going to go in with a piece of tape and get some of this excess off of my skin. Alright. So I've decided to grab out my sticky base for this other nail, because that one I had a little trouble with. That's why I had to do the doctoring to it. So we're going to get some sticky base on there and get this image cleaned up and ready, because it had a little bit of stuff on it from the other image. We're just dabbing little dots of the polishes all over the image. Yeah, I wish my nails were a little longer so that this would have worked a little better, but you get what you get. I still liked it. Got to work a little faster with these polishes. You don't have to do that when you're using the She Modern ones, though. So if you're using She Modern, you can kind of slow down and pay attention a little better. Still having a doctor on that one a little bit. I don't think it's because I missed it. I think I'm just trying to get more on the nail. Alright, going in with that little piece of tape again. When I first started using tape, I used clear tape, but it would flip over and get stuck to itself, and it drove me crazy, so that's why I use masking tape. Alright, going to clean this stamping plate up with some acetone. With my handy dandy cotton claw. I'll flip that cotton ball over. And wipe at it some more. I thought this was a really cute plate, though. Okay, so I'm going to use the little CAD's detail brush here for that first image that I pulled. It's just like a full coverage lemon image. And I'm using that lemon zest to fill it in. I'd stamped it with the apple crisp, and now I'm filling it in with the lemon zest. And that's, I'm going to end up breaking out another color for the leaves. We'll get there in just a minute. It's kind of hard to see between the colors that I used and the glare of the lights. I probably could have used a dotting tool for this, but I picked a detail brush this time. But you use what works for you. It's going to be cute. So I did a little bit of everything on this. I did some smushy stamping, some decal making here. Here we go with the sour apple. I knew that I was going to break it out at some point. And then some layered stamping. Got a little bit of all of it in here today. It's cute, cute. But I picked a different shade of green to go in for the leaves because I wanted it to show up. Flipping that stamper around to make it easier to reach them. And I really do like this little detail brush from CAD's. I think I picked it up off of Pretty Fingers by Robin. If I can remember, I'll try to remember to leave a link down below for you. Almost done with this one. And then I'm going to let this one dry really well. Alright, since you couldn't really see it good, I'm going to flip it over so you can see. Little lemons. Alright, so I've let that totally dry, and I'm letting it dry some more while I do my cleanup. Just kind of going around the edges with my acetone and a cleanup brush. Looking pretty good. And I'm going to apply some Maniology sticky base coat to this accent nail for that full image design. And I'll let this dry for just a few seconds. And then I'm going to apply my little lemons. Ta-da! Tapping down so that they're stuck really well to the nail. I'm going to clean off my stamper on a lint roller, and I'm going to go in with my little cuticle tool and kind of cut off some of the excess that's hanging over. Very, very easy to clean up like this. I like this kind of stuff. Just so you know, I'm not hurting myself. That one I'm just going to grab and pick it off. Alright, some more tapping down. And now we're going to clean up and kind of melt this down to the nail with the acetone. When you kind of touch the edge, it kind of helps it stick down to that base polish really well. But you don't want that stuff sticking up because it'll get stuck on everything. And I use the side of the brush across the end of the nail and side to kind of flatten that out and take care of that little glob that's on the end. There we go. We're going to top these with the She Modern Sealer Stamping Clear Matte. This is going to seal the image in without smearing it. And then once this is completely dry, we'll add something else to it. But I'm going to show you what it looks like matte. Isn't that pretty mattified? I love it. Now I'm going in with the Essie Speed Setter. This will be my quick dry final top coat here. I did really like this one mattified though. And if you like it matte, just go back in with the matte when you're done. And here is my swatch photo. I do hope you enjoyed this one today. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.